Critical Blast, where pop culture gets blasted.
And hello, everybody. I am RJ Carter, Senior Manager at CriticalBlast.com. What's going? Get out of here with that thing. You're a month early, for crying out loud. Welcome to our open mic night. Hail Xenu, Robert Roberts. Thank you for the blessings. Appreciate it. This is the night where everybody can come in and talk. I've thrown the link out into the chat. It's also in the description. So if the chat just manages to scroll up away from you, don't worry. It's right below the window here. You can click on, come in, shill your product, your project, your campaign, your crowdfunded comic, your music video, your novel, your brand new medication schedule. I don't care. It's open mic. There's very little. I won't say there's no discernment or editing that's applied here, but for the most part, we are happy to entertain you and hopefully entertain you as we entertain you coming on. So a lot of people are probably doing online shopping these days. And of course, part of what we do at Critical Blast is we're asked to put together gift guides, and people send us DVDs and books and such and say, hey, will you consider this in your gift guide? And we say, sure. This was a fun one, though. I have not taken the shrink wrap off of it yet because I still enjoy looking at it. This is the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogies in 4K Blu-ray. And notice they take up so little space now. Better video quality and much more shelf space regained. If you had the trilogies before, remember the director's cuts they had of the single movies were like a brick, and it was like, wow, there's like 9 discs for one movie just to get all the bonus features and everything. Well, now you got 6 discs for The Hobbit, all 3 movies. I think it's 1 disc will have the extended and 1 disc will have the theatrical cut for each. I'm not sure how this one breaks down because it's got 9 discs. But I did notice for the first time something interesting on all of this. This is the Lord of the Rings back of this. And they've got the, notice the ratings going across the bottom here. It's PG-13, PG-13, and PG-13. So they kept it consistent, that if you were able to see the first movie and the second movie, well, you were going to get to go see the third movie. I did not notice that The Hobbit, go figure this, PG-13, PG-13, skip that PG and go all the way to R with that last one. Can you imagine if you were like a 13-year-old kid or a 14-year-old kid who'd seen the first 2 movies and then you couldn't get in to see the last film until you were 17? That just sucks. Hammer of Doom, welcome to the show. This is not really the Trash Compactor show. I owe a debt of gratitude to the Trash Compactor because one of the nights that I just opened this up for live streaming with the open mic, Soy Rage came on, and then Testify came on, and then everybody else followed. I was like, I had no idea what the hell was going on. I did not know these people. I'd lost control of the show. Mr. Hop was with us from the Knuckleheads. I think he just kind of kicked back and said, okay, run with it. Jason Hunt was here from Sci-Fi for me. But the Trash Compactor just took over. And since then, they've been great friends of the show. And I've been, trying to reciprocate that in kind. We appreciate all the Trash Compactor folks coming on here. Testify does pop in whenever we go live, just sometimes to ask why he's here. And then he pops back out. Helps us get those hours going up here. We're still clocking all those view hours religiously every morning. I pop in and I check to see if it's gone up enough to merit putting some more red in there. Usually it's like, it's such a minuscule amount that if I drew a line with the red marker, it would be higher than what was actually trying to be measured. So, be sure when you go to bed tonight, just, leave your computer on, click on a playlist, mute it, and go to bed. Just let it run 12 hours. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 subscribers. If everybody did that, we'd be over there done in no time. We'll remind everybody we still have the stickers that we are giving away here. And all we ask is that you send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to Critical Blast at 1097 Prestwick Drive, Belleville, Illinois 62221. And when you do that, we will throw 2 of these in that envelope and send them right back to you. Yeah, you know what? I don't know that any teenager has ever been thrown out of a Cineplex, Robert. Certainly not out of a PG-13, no. But out of a rated R, maybe. I don't know. It depends on whether or not they're going in alone, or the Cineplexes these days are so huge. I'm sure managers can't possibly keep track of it. Maybe when it was like your hometown theater and everybody knew the guy, he'd be like, hey, Jimmy, you're not going in there. I know you only turned 14 last month there. You can't go see this. You have to be 17 or older. But we don't live in that world anymore. We live in the give me your ticket. Go on, get in. Because what's going to happen? Who's going to complain? As long as you don't, raise a ruckus in the back row and throw goobers at the people in the front row, you're going to see whatever movie you want. They might stop somebody from buying a ticket for an NC-17 movie. I don't know. There's so few of those out there. They generally go straight to DVD. And then, you're just going to watch it at home anyway. It's a parental guide. It's more of a guideline. And, if the parents don't care, and honestly, how many parents do these days, then the theater manager is certainly not going to step in loco parentis and talk about that. Had an interesting encounter on Twitter, and we're setting up a live stream sometime to do that with Bat Pastor. He's a pastor who dresses up as Batman, and he had come across this Elseworlds title for the first time. And I was like, hey, I got that. Why don't we read this together and then get together and talk about it? So hopefully that'll be a fun time to talk about. Hammer of Doom. No, I'm not on the gravy train of YouTube monetization. You can figure that out by the fact that you can't super chat me yet. It's not that we don't put it up there; it's that we can't put it up there. We've got all the subscribers we need, but keep subscribing, keep getting more people. We'd like a healthy cushion. And of course, the more subscribers, the greater the chances are that we can hit that 4,000 watch hours a lot faster. But there's still the PayPal tip jar down there. Nobody's ever used it, and nobody ever will. But just in case, I will throw it out there. And the website itself is probably the easiest way that we use to monetize. If people just go to criticalblast.com, check out the reviews we put up there. A lot of the interviews will go out there. Editorial kind of content. That's the stuff where, the ads will drive the money. It's not much. It's like, $7 to $15 a month, but it doesn't cost you anything. You just kind of click through it and you're good to go. We also have, the links below to the things we sell on Amazon, the books that we publish. And again, I will remind people that if you just click on an Amazon link because you have to buy something on Amazon anyway, you don't have to buy the thing you click to. You can click to it and then go to the thing you want to buy on Amazon. And then it still counts as a referral. We'll get a referral fee. So, if you need mop heads, click on the Devil You Know link, bypass it, go to your mop heads, order them. It'll still be like we sent you there, and we'll get a referral fee from Amazon. Is it okay to tell people that straight up? I don't know. Neon Abyss, hi, hello. Any comments on the new Warhammer 40K Marvel comic? No, I'm with you. I can't imagine Marvel doing anybody else's property right. I mean, Marvel can't even do their own property right anymore. Marvel is where properties go to get screwed up. Yes, Neon Abyss, you can join the StreamYard. There should be a link right below the description here. We are not picky. Testify, thank you. Glad to be here. I was just talking about you and the trash compactor crew here a little bit ago. All good things. I promise. But yeah, Neon Abyss, pop on in here and talk about stuff. Because otherwise you have to just listen to just me. I'm sure the Neon Abyss show would be much more entertaining than what this is. did get another DVD. Oh, there it is. I get so many DVDs to review. It gets, and there's a frustrating thing to the DVDs. Hey, Testify, how you doing tonight?
I was told you were saying bad things about me.
Yes, I was. I was saying awful bad things about you. I was saying that I was doing these live streams, and you and the trash compactor crew came in and swarmed the channel one night, and it's never been the same since because people actually watch now, expecting that you might do it again.
Well, that's definitely not happening.
Damn it. You guys ever use the digital codes out of these things?
I think a couple of our guys have. Like I said, I got everything pretty much digitally downloaded on my computer, and I just have the streaming services.
Yeah, I got the Voodoo account and the Movies Anywhere account, but Voodoo pisses me off because here's what happens: we get these early. If you go out and see Collateral, you'll see that it's not up till December 5th. So
I've had it since 2 months ago.
We won't ask how that happened.
I just wake up and these things show up on my computer. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Nice. I wish it did that for me, but I'll take this out.
I know a guy.
No, I got a cousin who works for a guy.
Yeah, we don't ask questions, and they show up here.
Perfect. Well, mine don't show up. That's my problem. Is I'm down here. I'm not in front of the Blu-ray player. I want to watch it on my computer. I'll put the code in. I'll go to Paramount.com and I'll say, "Here's the code." And Paramount says, "Yay, thank you. That's the right code. We're taking you to Voodoo now to redeem it." And we go to my Voodoo account, and Voodoo's like, "Oh, something went wrong." Well, what went wrong was the fact that it's not December 5th yet, and they tried to do it early. Guess what happened to the code? It's gone.
It's gone now, yeah.
Yeah. They have no way of knowing that you tried to get it early. They don't put it in a queue and say, "Okay, it's December 5th. Now you can have it." They just lose it. And whenever I've called them up and said, "Hey, I need to get this code," they're like, "What's the code?" I take a snapshot of the code. They're like, "Well, okay, but you got to take a picture of the front and back of the case." Like, "Okay, front and back of the case. There you go." Like, "Okay, but now we need the receipt."
Exactly.
"I don't have a receipt. I got it straight from the publisher." "Oh, well, then we can't help you."
Well, unfortunately, that's the thing with those digital codes. And well, you did get it for free. So what are you bitching about, Roy? Though
I did, but I didn't get it at all. That's the thing.
Oh, well, you got the disc, don't you?
I've got the disc. I could always,
Okay.
Plex the disc, I guess.
That's true.
But hey, look, there's somebody out there with a wrench.
Oh, that's the Harlequin. You don't want to make him mad.
I won't make him mad. He has a wrench. He might throw it. I can dodge it. If I can dodge a ball, I can dodge a wrench. Wait.
I don't know. If you dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball, sir.
That's the way it goes. But anyway, I haven't lost the code to Collateral yet. I did lose the code to The Godfather Coda, which I wanted to watch. So I'm very pissed off about that.
I still do not get everybody's infatuation with The Godfather.
I like the first movie. The
only one I really like is Casino. That's because I do live in Vegas, and I remember that time period, and it is almost spot on to what it was like in the mob days.
Oh man, Hammer of Doom says anyone have anything interesting that I can 3D print? Yes, but I can't show you on YouTube.
You could print your butt.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
How not YouTube hold up movie case? What? Okay, yeah. Okay. How not the YouTube is hold up a movie case? Sure, that's real. I know it's real entertaining. Neon Abyss must have gotten lost or taken a left turn at Albuquerque.
Don't summon George. Please don't summon George.
Is that Neon Abyss?
No. George is George Gatsis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his thing. I made a wrong turn in Albuquerque all the time.
Oh, okay. How about that? So he's a Bugs Bunny guy.
Yeah, he loves that saying for some reason.
Well, he grew up the same time I did. So what's going on this week that people are talking about?
Here in about 2 hours, we're I think Stu or Soy Rage is putting out his campaign.
Oh, well, we'll have to go check that out. Definitely go to thatstarwarsguy.com after this and check out the new campaign launch. Justin, do they make portable Blu-ray players for the PC? Yes, they do. Be careful. I have one. I have one that I've never been able to use. That's let me tell you how it works. I could probably dig it out if I wanted to go over and find it and pull the case up, but then it'd be dead air. It's got 2 USB cords on it to power it and to show it. It takes that much power to run it. I plugged it in. I put a Blu-ray in there. It says finding device, found device. Here's your device. Great. Looking in the device, seeing a disc. Here's your disc. I see it. You are preparing to watch, I don't know, Star Wars on Blu-ray. Yes, I am. Press play. Your monitor is not high definition. We cannot play this disc.
What?
Exactly. It will see the device, but if you do not have an HD monitor, you cannot play Blu-ray on here. Second of all, you've got to have like a really high-end version of whatever movie player you want to get out there. I had one for a long time. I forget who it was, but somewhere along the way on an airplane trip, it got messed up and it never went back to being the same again.
Just use VLC. It's the best video player there is. It's free too.
Yeah, I had used VLC, but it still wouldn't play my Blu-rays.
That's where they do. It does it now. I know that.
I found one. It was software to rip Blu-rays onto your PC if you paid for it. But if you didn't pay for it, you could just kind of sort of see the thing. So there was like this postage stamped window saying, "Here's a preview of your Blu-ray." I'm just watching it in that because it was the only access I had to it.
Yeah. Have they made those? I used to have one for my kid. It was the portable DVD player with the screen on it.
Yeah.
Do they make those yet for Blu-rays? I've never even looked.
I haven't looked either. I can't imagine why they wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, most people just use a computer pretty much now. They use a laptop or whatever.
Well, we used to, but the laptops I'm getting now, and like the laptop I have now, has no CD drive on it. Everything's solid state, so you've got to get an external USB device to watch it.
That's weird.
Yeah, which is why I depend on these digital codes so much.
I still have a DVD writer. It's an external one, and I can't tell you the last time I used it though, because everything's digital now.
Yeah, I've got one in a closet upstairs somewhere.
I just keep it around because every once in a while there's somebody I know that wants a movie or something, and I'll do it for them.
Harlequin's got some good content for us. Put a blindfold on and use a table saw. I've got a table saw.
I do too.
Yeah. I've got a jigsaw actually. It's not a table saw. It's just
I have a brand new set of DeWalt tools sitting in my garage. I haven't even used them once.
Wow, man. How long have you had them?
I think it's the 50-volt ones.
Yeah, I've got all kinds of tools out in the garage that I don't think I've even cracked the unbreakable bubble wrap on them. Because what do I use most? I use a hammer and a screwdriver. Those are things that are always out. So like if I can't hammer it in, I'll screw it in. I don't need anything else.
I'm one of those people that it's nice having it when you need it. And I collect tools. I never throw anything away. I make tool sets up out of all my old ones that I've got new replacements of, and I'll use them for the car, boat, stuff like that. Throw them in them. Just never get rid of tools.
No, never. I've got all kinds of them, but some of them I look at and I'm like, I have no idea what this is for. It's got a very singular purpose, and I don't know what that purpose is.
Well, I kept always wondering. They come like the DeWalt one I have and the one I had before it. It come with a flashlight. But I'm never going to use this. And then all of a sudden you notice it's like your most go-to thing that you have because the thing gets into every little nook and cranny that you need it to, and it's great.
Yeah. My mother-in-law bought me a set of, an electronic screwdriver. Not to be confused with an electric screwdriver, which is what she bought. electronic screwdriver. She's like, and I'm using it. She's like, well, why are you working it like this? I'm like, because it's a screwdriver. This is what you got to do. She's like, but it's electric. I said, no, it's electronic. What's the difference? I said, watch. And I press the button on the very top of it, and the flashlight comes on. That's all it did for electronic, so that you could see where you were screwing in the dark. I'm like, I just turned the light on. I don't need the battery.
Exactly.
But it had like 30 heads that you could interchange with it, so it was still a cool set.
Yeah. Shoot. You have nobody that can come in here because I got to go do something.
Well, go do something, man. I'll just close it out the stream. I don't mind if I'm only on for like 20 minutes, but
Well, somebody come on. Do it now.
do it now. Come on here and show me your comic books. And
If you're still going, I might come back. I got to go do something. Bye.
We'll do something. I'll talk to you later. Always glad and good to have Testify come on here. So who got lost on the way in here? You were scrolling back. Neon Abyss. I don't know where Neon Abyss went, but they were going to come in and talk. What is the thing about the little lighted screwdriver though is that because it is a battery flashlight up here, it's not solid all the way through. So I've ended up bending it, twisting some of the stuff I got. But I am able to take all those interchangeable heads, and they fit perfectly into my drill bit. So that's my new electric screwdrivers. I take the heads from the one set and I throw them into the drill in the other one, and it's just perfect. I've stripped quite a few of the heads because I guess they were aluminum. But do I know if there will be a second Bulletproof book? Not only do I know if there will be a second Bulletproof book, I even know the title of the second Bulletproof book, and I cannot tell anybody, and it's killing me. But it's very creative. Steve Mitchell has been talking with me just recently because he was COVID displaced for work for a while there, so he was really struggling working a couple of part-time jobs. That's out of the way now. He's able to put more focus on the book, and we have been working out some of the issues with plotting and point of view. But other than that, it's coming along as far as I can tell swimmingly. So yes, there will be that. There will also be a second The Devil You Know anthology called The Devil You Know Better. If you got that one, so there'll be more horror stories, another section of horror shorts. That this is telling me though that you read the first Bulletproof book, I'm guessing. So I'm hoping you enjoyed that. We put a lot of work and effort into that, and I think it came out pretty well for our first. It was our first novel that we published. We are possibly going to do another novel. We're talking with an author who works in the horror industry, and he's wanting to, possibly go through us. Need to touch base with him again, see if that's still something he's wanting to push through. We'd be happy to do it. We're taking it slow on the novel front though, because it's a big investment. And so far we're not in a position where we've recouped anything on any of the books that we put out there. When you look at what you pay up front versus what you start getting back on the sales, none of them have come back and turned into profit range yet. But we keep at it. I'm glad you like it. I will pass that along to Steven next time I see him, because he likes to get the feedback. And by all means, if you do like it and you feel compelled or in any way capable, leave a review on Amazon. Those things are actually very helpful in terms of sales. One of the things I will say about Amazon is that they have it adds to their algorithm. If you've ever gone to Amazon to buy something and you notice at the bottom where it says, hey, we think you might also like this, that is driven by the reviews of those items. And that gets triggered as soon as an item gets 50 or more starred reviews. So once you have 50 reviews, that's when you become eligible to become recommended to other buyers who are out there on Amazon buying something similar. So, that's why a lot of the authors are saying, please review me on Amazon. It's not for ego and it's not for feedback. It's so that they can trigger the Amazon algorithm to start getting Amazon to do their own advertising for them. Harlequin, thank you. Appreciate you throwing stuff into the chat here with your wrench. We've got a moderator now. We've got a couple of moderators now. I had gone forever without having moderators in the chat because I'm not in the YouTube portion of this. I'm in the StreamYard portion, and you can't give people wrenches in the viewable chat here. All you can do is block the user or put them in timeout, and I don't want to do that to any of my users so far. We appreciate you being here too much to do that to you. I keep looking around like there was something else I was going to do, and now I can't remember what it was. I guess not. All right. Well, if there's nobody's going to come in and shill their product, nobody has any comic books to sell right now, I will say that we have an eBay auction that was getting ready to close in about 3 hours. If you know anybody who is looking to get into the action figure market, or who is in the action figure market, then they might, if they're looking for a gold Joker, I will put the link out there for people. We have one in our eBay store from Spin Master, I think. And it's just one of those chase figures where they make it all the same color. I don't know why people like those. I don't like the all one color items. I prefer mine to look like the character that they're designed after, not like they're an Oscar trophy or something. It's kind of weird, but that's the link to it. I've got the thing right here. I mean, I do collect some action figures. This is that gold Joker that you see in the eBay store there. You see his mention card, and there's something rattling around in here because you get 3 accessories, 3 surprise accessories. We won't tell you what they are. But, Spin Master Joker is not something that appeals to me to keep for myself. I've got the DC Universe Crisis figures when there was like the Monitor's Hand, and you had these even smaller action figures here. I collected quite a few of those. I've got the Black Canary, the Supergirl, the Question. I can see those over there. And for the big ones, I didn't collect too many of those. I did get the Vigilante because he was one of my favorite characters when I was a teenager, coming out of New Teen Titans. Annual number 2, which I thought was an excellent story. Yeah, you're a Transformers and Godzilla guy. No, check out on Facebook. One of our LCS guys, Dave Dyer, Cosmic Comics in Belleville. He is a huge Godzilla guy. He worked in the Godzilla toy market for a while. I forget what company he worked for, but he was painting some of them. He's always got new Godzilla things showing up in the store, and he sells them through the Facebook. So if you see something, he's listing every week everything that's in the store that came in. If you see an item in there, just message him on Facebook, say, hey, how much and what's the shipping, and he'll work with you. That's how we got connected. I lived in Texas, and he had a book, and I wanted it. And I became a customer over the internet before I moved local and became a customer here. What antique game? What antique game are you bidding on? I'm curious what becomes an antique in the gaming industry. Because if it's like Dungeons and Dragons, that can't be an antique yet. Any game I remember being new cannot be an antique right now. Dave Dyer, but the Facebook group is Cosmic Comics Belleville. I've got the link right here because we always put it on the. Here, he's actually got a .com that will. Yeah, that should redirect to his Facebook page, actually. So he's got tons of Godzilla stuff, and like the imports and things. Xenosaga, a PS1 game. PS1's not antique, man. Come on. I thought you were talking about something like Stocks and Bonds or Mumbly Peg or something. yeah, if you like Godzilla, come on the LCS guys show this Saturday and throw some questions out at Dave Dyer. He will be your Godzilla guru. He knows everything about all the different versions of Godzilla. And that's the LCS guys show this Saturday. We do it every other Saturday, so 2 weeks after this Saturday, tonight's Saturday, it kind of makes it weird, doesn't it? Okay, a week from now is the LCS guys show, and 2 weeks from that time is the LCS guys Christmas show. That's December the 19th. We're going to have some celebrity guests joining us, and we will be doing stuff like this. And they haven't seen that yet, so that will be thrown in as a surprise to them during the show, unless they're watching tonight, which I seriously doubt. They've got too many other things to do than to watch my show. You're looking for a Monster Arts Godzilla 2019 and a Mecha Godzilla Type 3. If he doesn't have it, he'll probably know where to get it. So yeah, definitely hit him up for that. We will have a show tomorrow night. We're going to have Adam Lawson on here. He's going to be revisiting us with the final days of Kill Journal. So if you have not seen Kill Journal yet, that is a hardcover comic, hardcover graphic novel. I think it's like $50 with shipping included on it. So it looks really cool. Be here and check that one out. And then, I hate to tell you this, guys, but I'm sorry. No, Adam Lawson is Monday. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's all Sunday this whole week. Contract's over. I'm in the job hunt market, so every day is the same now. Sunday we will have Randy Siplon on with Kill Reaver. Monday we will have Adam Lawson with Kill Journal, and then Tuesday through Friday we are open. So if you have a project that you'd like to devote like an hour to, just have everybody focused on your project, hit us up in our DMs at Critical Blast on Twitter. Let us know your Indiegogo page or your Kickstarter page, and that you would like to come on and show it. And hit me up now, because I like to have at least like a day in advance notice, so I can work up a decent video card to advertise your product. I kind of figured you had, Bap. I thought you had, because I know it wasn't that long ago that Kill Journal was on. It was on long enough ago that it was my last laptop, because I didn't have the original title card saved aside for that. I'd love to talk about some of the comic books I've been reviewing, but I can't yet because they haven't come out yet. I get these advanced PDFs from like Dynamite and such. There is one coming out that's weird. It's Vampirella, The Dark Powers, #1. It will be out December 9th. And I just finished reviewing that one today. I post-dated the review, so it won't pop up till the 8th per Dynamite's request. But it's written by Dan Abnett. It's done by an artist named Davidson, whom I'm not familiar with. I wasn't enamored of the art. The women almost all looked intentionally ugly in their facial expressions. And ugly and unattractive is not a good quality for a Vampirella book. I mean, let's face it, that's what sells Vampirella, is that she's not ugly and not unattractive. Great Jay Lee cover, of course. But it's weird because it's another alternate world version of Vampirella, and she is joining Project Superpowers. So she's going to be on the Project Superpowers team in this miniseries. Okay, it's an idea, but I think the execution kind of failed on that, and I will get into deeper into the whys and wherefores in the published review on December 8th. You won the Player's Guide. Congratulations. Wait, you were just bidding on the Player's Guide for a video game? I would think that any video game, you could probably find a PDF of the Player's Guide online and just print it. I've done that, but that's not the case. Elasmat, happy Saturday to you too, sir. How's your duck book going? Hopefully Road Warrior Drake is taking off and quacking everyone up. I did get a not an Indiegogo book. I got a Kickstarter book in that we did publish a review on. Let me see if I can find that real quick here, because it was come on. Too many comic books over here that I got to go through and sort. Okay, I cannot find it quickly and easily, so I'm not going to leave the table here. But I did get Slowpokes. And what I'll do is, I can do this. I can show the PDF portion of it. So this was Steve Urania's Slowpokes, and I thought this was pretty cool. A clever idea. It's like a bad sci-fi movie, but bad in the sense that you know it's going to be a bad sci-fi movie, and you go into it with that expectation. Drawn by Juan Romero, and it's just kids who go to a science exhibit where it's like this science exhibit / amusement park, because the lady who runs it's like a Bill Gates of science. She's super rich and super smart, but she made these sloths faster so that they could breed faster and not go extinct at the rate they were reproducing. Unfortunately, they got really long claws and they got really angry, and now they're like flash fast and angry and deadly. So they're just slicing people up. So that is the Slowpokes. And it's a lot of, what you saw right there from page 3. The gore and the slicing and the disemboweling and the beheadings are all in play, and they stay in play throughout the rest of the book. So it's 22 pages, 22-page floppy. I think it's already completed. Well, obviously I've got it, so it's already run its course. But I'm sure you'll be able to find copies of it if you truly want. It's very super creepy. Try Iron Skies. Is that the one where the Nazis have been on the moon for the last 80 years and we didn't know it? And they've been watching Charlie Chaplin's The Great Dictator and thinking it's a documentary and a praising film. And they're coming back to Earth because our astronauts landed up there and walked across the dark sides of the moon edge and saw the Nazi thing. Yeah, that's a weird movie. It's kind of creepy, but it's also fun, ridiculous kind of concept. I like those movies though. There's something about the aesthetic of them that is appealing. That very old tech sci-fi stuff that they've had to work with to live on the moon all those years. And it makes sense that Germans could have got there. They were the ones who were experimenting with rockets. Who know how advanced they got before Werner von Braun was brought over here. All right. Well, if nobody's going to come on, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and we'll we're going to try to do this every week. Hopefully we'll have better luck next Sunday. Normally this would be a Sunday, but like I said, we had Randy Siplon scheduled for tomorrow, so I just swapped the days out. So we'll have open mic every weekend with call-ins. If anybody in the chat feels brave enough to just come in and talk sometime, you don't have to have something to shill. If you just want to come in and talk about a subject, we don't have to do it back and forth in the chat. Welcome to do that too. But for tonight, we'll close it out. And again, appreciate you all for being here. We will be back tomorrow and hopefully every night thereafter. See you later, guys.